I just have a simple message. You are not a mistake, and you are not a mistake, and your life is not going to be shit just because some people might have said, oh, you're gonna be nothing and you will never amount to anything. No. First of all, let me tell you something. Just because your parents give you physical life doesn't mean that you didn't have an existence before then. You existed and had a life before you were birthed into this world by your parents. I don't care if you believe you were just a soul choosing its life, or a star, a fish in the fucking sea. I don't care what the fuck you think you were. You were something, and you are someone right now, and you will always be someone. Just because your parents gave you life in this earth doesn't mean that they have the whole right claim to your life. And also, that does not mean that they have the right to consensually touch you just because they know you. No. Why is this not common sense? Just because your parents have known you for your whole life, just because your siblings know you, just because your friends know you, that does not give them automatic consensual touch or whatever to you. No, that has to be earned. That has to be something that you give. That has to be something that you approve of. So if you don't feel safe to be held or comforted or hugged by people that you know, it's okay to say, no, don't touch me. It's okay to say, no, I don't want to hug. It's okay to say that, because yes, their pride might get in the way, or their ego, and they might get hurt and throw a whole tantrum at you. So what? So what? Allow them to deal with that on their own, because this is not about them, this is about you. If you've had, maybe not the best childhood, you have to address that pain. And when you address that pain, and when you feel your feelings, it is important that no matter what it is, you might never even know what word it is to describe this feeling. You don't know if it's sadness, confusion, anger, a mix of everything and nothing. Allow yourself to feel it no matter what it is, because that's how you're gonna get through it. Because you deserve a good life. And just because your parents, like I said, gave you life in this earth doesn't mean that they have the right to claim over your life. Oh, your life is gonna be this way, your life is gonna be this, you're gonna do this in your life. No, you're not their puppet. You're not their puppet. This is not their fucking video game with their own character that they get to design. No, this is your life, this is your choice. And if you zoom out, if you literally look at this earth and you zoom out, you're a little dot in the earth, right? You zoom out one more time in the universe, one more time in this whole galaxy. Now, do you really think that that was a mistake? There is no way. There is literally no way. And when it comes to you feeling your pain, validate your pain and be there for yourself. But also, just because you understand it and you validate it doesn't mean that it's okay that you went through those things. Actually, it wasn't okay that you were bullied. Actually, it wasn't okay that you got picked on. Actually, those nights, those days where you were crying and nobody held you, nobody comforted you, that day, morning, whatever, when your parents ignored you, actually, that was not okay. And it wasn't, and it never will be. But you have to validate it and allow yourself to feel it, because that's how you're gonna get through it. There is light. There is light at the end of the tunnel, like they say. You might feel like you're sinking. You might feel like I'm sinking in this mud and I don't know where to go. You have to just keep going, because if you keep going, you will get through it. If you need a break, if you need to just catch your breath, do that. But keep going. Your life was not a mistake. You might compare your life to others. Maybe you think about other people who are in your age, and you're like, oh, they're so far ahead and they're doing this. Not everybody came into this life with the same family, obviously. Not with the same family, not with the same financial status, not with the same brain, not with the same body, not with the same DNA. We are all different. So comparing yourself to somebody else who just happens to be in your same age, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you might as well compare yourself to a dolphin that's the same age as you. I mean, hello. If you're gonna compare yourself to something, might as well do that. What? No. And if you are crying, let me just tell you something. If you are silently crying in your room, do not suffocate yourself. Do not suffocate your cries. You've been suffocating for so long. And now that you finally allowed yourself to feel your emotions, now that you finally allowed yourself to breathe, don't stop. Don't. And if you are crying, and if you are, muffling your cries, because ask yourself, is it because you are afraid that someone's going to come in and ask you what's wrong? Or is it because you are scared somebody's going to come in and ask you what's wrong, and on top of that, comfort you? Sometimes when we haven't been comforted by people who we were meant to be comforted by, like our parents or siblings, we feel like because they haven't done it before and they try to do it now, that kind of For me personally, at least, it kind of comes up as an inner child anger, right? Because the inner child might feel confused and angry as to, excuse me, why are you trying to hug me now when you didn't hug me then? You know, you should have hugged me when I was 5, when I was 8. Why are you doing it now? But the thing is, if you feel safe to be comforted and held by your parents, allow yourself to be held by your parents even now. Even if they didn't show up for you then, allow yourself to be held by them now. But if you don't feel safe to be held by them, if you feel like it's not making you comfortable, then tell them no. Even if they throw a tantrum, even if they say a bunch of words and shit and scream, that's literally like a child. Like, just allow them to do whatever they have to do, and just, because this is not about them, this is about you. So you hold yourself, you be there for yourself, and you love yourself, and you show up for yourself, and you try again. You just have to keep trying, because life is going to work out for you. There's no other way. There is no other way. I don't care if you believe that, you know, there are aliens or we're alone in this universe. Like I said, if you think about it, if you zoom out for a moment, you living in this earth as a little dot from far, far, far away, do you really think that this human being is meant to be miserable and just hate themselves and hate their lives? No. But sometimes people make you feel that way. Sometimes people make you question your life and your purpose and, you know, what you're here for. Maybe, yeah, I'm just meant to work this job that I don't like and just accept this partner that's just fine and friends that are just fine. No. You accept what is soulfully aligned for you, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel joyful. And have a little bit of faith. Things will get better because they must. Because you didn't come here to suffer. Because you didn't come here to be miserable. Things will get better for you. You might not have smiled in a long time. You may not have had a genuine laugh, a genuine conversation with a friend. But those days will come because they have to. Do not give up hope. Believe in yourself, but most importantly, give that smile and that laughter to yourself. Be there for yourself. Watch that favorite film. Watch a new film. Take yourself out to self-dates. Take care of yourself. Be there for yourself in many ways, not just one day. Not just, oh, today I'm feeling really motivated to, you know, to get myself together, so I'm gonna do it just today, and tomorrow I'm just gonna go right back to rotting and not giving a no. Sometimes, you know, this is a process. So it's not just a one-day thing. You have to show up for yourself continuously and prove to yourself and to your inner child that you can rely on you. You can rely on you. You can trust you. And it is safe for you to be yourself and to be your authentic self and express yourself in however you feel aligned to express yourself. That is what I have to say in this video. And was there something else? I can't remember. Yeah, you are enough as you are. You're beautiful as you are. Tell yourself that you're beautiful. And this summer it's not going to be shit, because I know that sometimes, you know, when we go through rough patches in our life and the summer's coming up, we might be like, oh shit, because you compare yourself to people who are traveling and doing all this stuff and you're like, oh, I don't have anyone to hang out with. Hang out with yourself. Don't say I'm by myself. Say I am with myself, okay? Nope. I think that's it, but you are enough. Believe in yourself. Believe that things will get better because they must, okay? Have a little faith, because what do they say? Behind fear is freedom, and fear over faith, right? No, oh no, faith over fear. Sorry, wrong thing.